Hello, good morning, my dear students, and we are starting our new session here. Let's continue our chapter, which is carrying forward to the history of pharmacy, development of profession of pharmacy, and pharmacy as a career. Uh, in that, we are at the end of the history of pharmacy. We have covered much part in the history of pharmacy. Let's discuss whatever we have covered and just to go through the uh, all historical parts we have completed till now. Understand? So let's get started. These are the contents. हे आपण पाहिलेलं आहे, याच्यावरती आपलं डिस्कशन चालू आहे. याच्यातलं बरंच आपण संपवलेलं आहे. आय थिंक ऑल दीज पार्ट्स शुड हॅव finished by us. Okay, and just we have sliding, you have a revision on that. So read it fast so you can revise it well. What we have covered तुम्हाला रिवाइज होत जाईल, तुम्हाला रिकॉल होत जाईल मी काय डिस्कस केलेलं आहे किंवा आपण यावरती काय एक्सप्लेन केलेलं आहे. बिफोर द dawn of history, then pharmacy in ancient Babylonia we have discussed, then pharmacy in ancient China we have discussed, emperor importance in that we have covered, and days of Papyrus Ebers, what have done in the Papyrus Ebers, and the name George Ebers, त्यांच्या नावावरून हे पॅपिरस इबर्स हे नाव पडण्यात आलेलं आहे. आणि ह्या पॅपिरस इबर्स मध्ये काय इन्क्लूड केलेलं आहे ते सुद्धा आपण डिस्कस ऑलरेडी केलेलं आहे. This is the Greek word. Greek word is how much important, and Romans are supported to them, and this era is called as the Greco-Roman era. We have discussed, and in that all these personalities who have devoted to the pharmacy field in their ways, त्यांच्या त्यांच्या पद्धतीने त्यांनी जे काम केलेलं आहे ते आपण इथे एक्सप्लेन करणार आहोत. द फर्स्ट इन्व्हेंटर or the first बॉटनिस्ट म्हणू आपण त्याला, फादर ऑफ बॉटनी, थिओफ्रेस्टस. Whatever he has done that we have discussed. Then Hippocrates, the father of medicines, and his contribution to the pharmacy field we have discussed. And then Dioscorides, a scientist, look at drugs, and he wrote a book, De Materia Medica. This is also nowadays this called as the pharmacopoeia, and these are the common terms used in pharmacy which you have to be familiar in future. And then Galen, experimenter in drug compounding. Actually the compounding of drug, making of dosage form, making of drugs is done by Galen. Then Damian and Cosmas, twin brothers who have contributed in the history of pharmacy. Then Roman pharmacy titles, these are the books in the Roman countries, we have discussed already in previous lectures. Then Arabian influence. Then this is the first apothecary shop. Apothecary shop, this is the first pharmacy shop in the world, was started in the Baghdad, was about 790 years ago. Avicenna, the Persian Galen is called as, हे सुद्धा आपण पाहिलेलं आहे. Then separation of pharmacy and medicines due to the importance to the pharmacy field and medical field persons, these separation has been done. Then Paracelsus, their importance, and the first official pharmacopoeia published. Then Society of Apothecaries of London was started or established in 1671. Then Empiric Era, that we have also discussed in the last lectures. The father of American pharmacy, William Proctor, the person. Then pharmacy today and tomorrow, how the pharmacy field is growing up, कशी ग्रोथ झालेली आहे, कशी काय डेव्हलपमेंट झालेली आहे, आणि what are the future chances to the pharmacy. And this is the slide where we left our last session, that history of pharmacy in India, Indian pharmacy, how it's developed. And we have started with the Ayurveda in 19th century, and allopathic system that we have discussed, it is came with the Britishers who become the rulers of India. British sobat allopathic system aleli ahe, and it becomes very popular by the 19th century, and till date, till now, this allopathic system of medicines right now widely using in this country or in India. Allopathic system of medicine हे जास्त प्रमाणामध्ये वापरली जाते. नियर अबाउट 90% म्हणलं तरी खोटं ठरणार नाही. This allopathic system of medicine is widely used in this country. And the first class of chemist and druggist in 1870, a class of chemist and druggist conducted at medical college. जे काही chemist and druggist त्यांचं जे training session, training program to gain the skills in the practice of pharmacy profession was first arranged in the 1870 at Madras Medical College. From that 1870, these classes of chemists and druggists for their training programs have been started. Then the World War First, that we have also discussed how the inferior quality drugs are increased in using, and how this World War First take disadvantage of this situation by the manufacturers and suppliers in India who imported inferior quality drugs, manufacturing the inferior quality medicines, and this hamper to the Indian health of the peoples. And this result of World War in front of you, so that this thing is noted by government of India and try to apply many laws, but the government is failed to apply this. And for that reason, government establish a committee. The name of that committee is ड्रग एन्क्वायरी कमिटी. गव्हर्नमेंट ट्राय करत होती नियम लॉज कायदे आणण्याचा, पण त्यावेळेस ड्युरिंग द वर्ल्ड वॉर फर्स्ट गव्हर्नमेंट इज फेल्ड टू अप्लाय द रूल्स. दॅट्स वाय त्यांनी एक कमिटी स्थापन केली. त्या कमिटीचं नाव आहे ड्रग एन्क्वायरी कमिटी, अँड दॅट was established in 1930. And in 1930, government of India formed a committee on 11th August 1930 named Drug Enquiry Committee under the chairmanship of late Aryan Chopra. ह्या समितीचे अध्यक्ष कोण होते, चेअरमन कोण होते? Aryan Chopra, who was the first chairman of this committee, and the name of committee is Drug Enquiry Committee. आता हे first Drug Enquiry Committeeचं फंक्शन काय होतं, why this committee has been established, and the first report of this committee was published in 1931. त्यांनी ह्या सगळ्या सिच्युएशनचा, या गोष्टींचा अभ्यास केला ड्युरिंग द वर्ल्ड वॉर फर्स्ट. किती इन्फिरियर क्वालिटीचे ड्रग्स, कोण डिसएडव्हान्टेज घेत आहे, फार्मसी फील्ड मध्ये आपल्या इंडियन पब्लिकच्या हेल्थवरती काय परिणाम होत आहे, हे त्यांनी तिथं अभ्यास केलेला आहे. अँड द फर्स्ट रिपोर्ट, याचा अभ्यास करून त्यांनी त्यांची पहिली रिपोर्ट वॉज पब्लिश्ड इन 1931. अवघ्या एका वर्षामध्ये त्यांनी त्यांची कमिटी रिपोर्ट सादर केली. अँड देर वॉज नो रेकग्नाइज्ड प्रोफेशन ऑफ फार्मसी, अँड द फार्मसी प्रॅक्टिस वर्क वॉज कॅरिड आउट बाय अ पर्सन कॉल्ड कंपाऊंडर. आणि त्यांच्या असं लक्षात आलं की फार्मसी प्रॅक्टिस ही भारतामध्ये अस्तित्वातच नाहीये, आणि प्रॉपर प्रोफेशन फार्मसीसाठी अवेलेबलच नाहीये. जे काही प्रॅक्टिस करतात ते कंपाऊंडर करतात, नॉट अ क्वालिफाईड पर्सन वॉज देअर. अँड दिस रिपोर्ट हॅज बीन प्रेझेंटेड बाय द ड्रग late Aryan Chopra. Understand? So in picture the name of Aryan Chopra and the picture of himself in front of you. Then Professor M.L. Shroff. M.L. Shroff, the effect of the report initiated by the, जे काही रिपोर्ट पब्लिश झाला ड्रग एन्क्वायरी कमिटीचा, ते रिपोर्ट इनिशिएट घेतलं प्रोफेसर M.L. श्रॉफ यांनी टू स्टार्ट फार्मसी एज्युकेशन at university level in Banaras Hindu University. So the first pharmacy education was started by Professor M.L. Shroff at Banaras Hindu University. He is called as the father of pharmacy education in India. So the father of pharmacy education in India, तुम्हाला जर विचारलं तर कोण सांगायचं, तर Professor M.L. Shroff was a person who started first education in pharmacy, father of pharmacy education in India. Understand? Then तिथून फार्मसी एज्युकेशनला सुरुवात झालेली आहे, आणि तिथून व्हेरियस कोर्सेस इन फार्मसी has been established. Some examples are in front of you. in 1932, BPharm course was started as Banaras Hindu University at same university, which was industry oriented. And in 1944 at Punjab University, Lahore, one more course and oriented towards pharmacy practice. 1932 मध्ये बीफार्म कोर्स अस्तित्वात आला आणि 1944 पंजाब युनिव्हर्सिटीमध्ये फार्मसी प्रॅक्टिस नावाचा फार्मसी रिलेटेड कोर्स अस्तित्वात आला. Though the profession was oriented towards pharmacy practice and introductory stage, but it becomes more industry oriented later. म्हणजे बीफार्म आणि फार्मसी प्रॅक्टिस इंडस्ट्री ओरिएंटेड कोर्स इथे स्टार्ट करण्यात आले रिस्पेक्टिव्हली 1932 आणि 1944 मध्ये. अँड दॅट लीड टू द डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ मॉडर्न फार्मास्युटिकल इंडस्ट्री. एवढे कोर्सेस अस्तित्वात आले 1940 बिफोर आवर इंडिपेंडन्स, अँड दिस लीड्स टू द डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ modern pharmaceutical industry here. Understand? And this has been the starting phase of pharmaceutical industries here. And the current status of Indian pharmaceutical industry हे सुद्धा डेटा जो आहे हा जुनाच आहे, तरी पण the current status of Indian pharmaceutical industry, the India stands third in terms of volume and 14th in terms of value in a pharmaceutical industry. And right now this position has been grown up. And हे सगळे आय थिंक 2010च्या आसपासचा डेटा त्यांनी इथे प्रेझेंट केलेला आहे. बट इंडिया इज ग्रोईंग अप. नंबर महत्वाचा नाहीये, डेव्हलपमेंट महत्वाची आहे. आणि ह्याच्यावरून आपण इथे सांगू शकतो की इंडिया इज डेव्हलपिंग इन फार्मसी एज्युकेशन, in pharmaceutical industries, and in terms of volume and value both, India is growing up, and we are also having more opportunities in this pharmaceutical industries as our career or as our education. Okay, so this is all about the history of pharmacy, how the history grown up, and how the pharmacy has been started, from where it has been practiced, and up to today this pharmaceutical industry has been growing a very big in numbers. Okay, so the pharmaceutical industry is very big in India and also in the world abroad also. All pharmaceutical industry is very much important. And why? And right now we are going to discuss a pharmacy as a career. आता आपल्याला यामध्ये करिअरच्या वाटा शोधायच्या आहेत. फार्मसीला आलेलो आहोत आपण. व्हॉट आर दी अपॉर्च्युनिटीज फॉर अस आफ्टर फार्मसी? व्हाय वी चूज फार्मसी ॲज अ करिअर? What are the opportunities in this field? Let's discuss on that. This pharmaceutical industry in India is the world's third largest in terms of volume, as we have discussed, and only industry to record profits and create jobs even in global slowdown in 2003 to 2009. जेव्हा महामारी किंवा ग्लोबल स्लोडाऊन जेव्हा म्हणतो, मंदी ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, त्या काळामध्ये सुद्धा दिस इज द ओनली फील्ड who record the profits and who created the jobs. Right now, the example in front of you, last 2 years of COVID-19 situation, this is the only field is recording profits and who are creating the jobs. सगळीकडे jobs लोकांचे जात होते, but in the pharmaceutical field, pharmaceutical industries, the jobs and their profits has been growing up and up. That's why in recession conditions, in global slowdown conditions, pharmacy has never let you down. So, and this is the best career you choose here. And in terms of exports also, India topped the world in exporting generic drugs worth $15 billion in 2014. Before 7-8 years ago, this number has been growing. Now generic drugs मध्ये India top आहे exporting the generic drugs मध्ये. These are some calculations which proves the importance of pharmacy to choose as a career. आपण career का choose करायचं, that is here. And what are the opportunities what we have done after BPharm, MPharm? If you want to do a job after BPharm or after completion of MPharm, what are the opportunities, and if you want to do your own business entrepreneurship, you have to be started. These opportunities are also available, and what are the opportunities are on the slides. If you have decided to do a job, opportunities in various field as a pharmacist, government organizations are there, pharma industries, you can do a job, them hospital pharmacist, research institutes are there, food and cosmetic industries are also there, clinical pharmacy आहे, clinical research organizations आहेत, community pharmacist म्हणून तुम्ही काम करू शकता, pharma marketing मध्ये तुम्ही जाऊ शकता, and academic jobs, teachings are also available as a opportunity after the completion of B Farm and N Farm. And if you want to start a business, you can start your own industry, you can start your own distribution agency, or you can start your own pharmacy shop. Or these businesses means there are lots of opportunities after completion of this pharmacy. These so complete your pharmacy and decide depending on your interest what we have to be done. Okay, so also the pharmacist in government services are also there. Government services sudha available आहेत pharmacist साठी. Pharmacists required in army, navy, air force, government hospitals. Then the drug inspectors, government of India and state level वरती drug inspector सुद्धा आपल्याला होता येतं after completion of pharmacy. Drug inspector entrance exam is there for that. After passing the exam, you can become drug inspectors in the government of India and state level also. Then scientist in the government agencies, food and drug administration मध्ये आहे, ICMR मध्ये आहे, various laboratories, गव्हर्नमेंटच्या भरपूर laboratories आहेत, तिथं आपल्याला सायंटिस्ट होता येतं. Then government university professors and head of departments means teaching purpose किंवा teaching field मध्ये तुम्ही जाऊ शकता. Then after completion of B Farm, you are able to give the UPSC exam and also the opportunities in public service commissions, state service commissions, the opportunities, the doors are opens. Then government analyst and forensic scientist, also the opportunity in the field, and research on top public health मध्ये own business तर आहेच. Then government certified pharmacologist, government approved chemist, consultant. There are lots of opportunities. आता ह्या दोन स्लाइड्स मध्ये आपण पाहिले की एवढ्या opportunities आहेत. मला वाटत नाही असे दुसऱ्या फील्ड मध्ये एवढ्या opportunities तुम्हाला मिळतील. And you have chosen the right field to become a pharmacist, to become a pharmacist, a drug inspector, scientist, whatever, or a self entrepreneur also. You can start your own industry and create the jobs also. So there are lots of career opportunities. If you want to take the higher education after B Farm, these are also the branches of higher education after completion of the B Pharmacy. You can choose any one of them. M.Pharm in pharmaceutics, medicinal chemistry, regulatory affairs, pharmacology, pharmacognosy. These are the subjects in that you can do your master degree. And if you want to complete your M.Pharm, GPAT exam is there. GPAT entrance exam, GPAT pass झाल्यानंतर तुम्हाला M.Pharm करता येतं. आणि M.Pharm करताना तुम्हाला एक फील्ड चूज करावी लागते. ती फील्ड फार्मास्युटिक्स, मेडिसिनल केमिस्ट्री, यापैकी तुम्ही कुठली तरी एक फील्ड, एक सब्जेक्ट निवडून तुम्ही M.Pharm करू शकता. बट M.Pharm ला जाण्यासाठी तुम्हाला एक परीक्षा पास होणं गरजेचं आहे. त्या परीक्षेचं नाव आहे GPAT. कंसामध्ये तिथं लिहिलेलं आहे GPAT, which is having 7 branches to do the M.Pharm after completion of B Farm. Then also you can complete MBA after B Farm. तुम्हाला जर M.Pharm करायचं नसेल, you can do MBA. आणि त्याच्यासाठी CAT नावाची एक एंट्रन्स एक्झाम आहे, ती पास करून तुम्ही फार्मा मॅनेजमेंट, MBA चे सब्जेक्ट कोणकोणते आहेत? You can do MBA in pharma management, in finance, or in marketing. You have complete the MBA, you can complete. Then if you have to higher degree after B Farm, then you can do MS. MS तुम्हाला जीपॅट देऊन आणि जीपॅट नंतर अजून एक एक्झाम तुम्हाला पास व्हावी लागते. त्या एक्झामचं नाव आहे नायपर. नायपर एक्झाम पास झाल्यानंतर MS आहेत. ते आपण जेव्हा जेव्हा आपण लेक्चर्स घेऊ त्या वेळेस याबद्दल थोडं थोडं एक्सप्लेन करतच जाऊ. ओके, सो तुम्हाला हायर एज्युकेशन घ्यायचं असेल तरी पण भरपूर ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज आहेत. आणि इफ यू वॉन्ट टू जॉब, देर आर ऑल्सो लॉट्स ऑफ ट्रेमेंडस opportunities in front of you. And after BPharm also, if you have to complete your higher education, there are also lots of options in India, in abroad. You can do anywhere and you can make your life easier or very successful after completion of these pharmacy courses. So there are lots of opportunities in job, there are lots of opportunities in education also. If you want to do this MPharm and MS in abroad, out of India, then you have also lots of chances. Some examinations of a particular countries you have to be passed out, and after that you can complete your education in abroad also. Okay, जर तुम्हाला USA मध्ये MS करायचं असेल तर GRE नावाची एक्झाम इथं तुम्हाला स्लाइड वरती दिसत असेल. GRE नावाची एक्झाम तुम्हाला पास व्हावी लागेल. UK USA मध्ये तुम्हाला जर MS करायचं असेल, फार्मसी करायचं असेल हायर आफ्टर बी फार्म, तर तुम्हाला TOEFL नावाची एक्झाम पास व्हावी लागते. देन ऑस्ट्रेलिया, कॅनडा, UK, न्यूझीलंड साठी IELTS नावाची एक्झाम आहे. MBA करायचं असेल बाहेर तरी पण तुम्हाला एक्झाम्स आहेत. USA मध्ये GMAT नावाची एक्झाम आहे. USA मध्ये TOEFL नावाची आणि IELTS सेम ऑस्ट्रेलिया, कॅनडा, UK, न्यूझीलंड साठी तुम्हाला available आहेत. And PhD and postdoc research work is various university and organization in India, out of India are also available. Or you can work as a registered pharmacist in Middle East and in Gulf, Saudi Arabia वगैरे या ठिकाणी जर फार्मासिस्ट जॉब करायचा असेल, एज्युकेशन घ्यायचं असेल किंवा प्लस दोन्ही जॉब आणि एज्युकेशन करायचं असेल, all these opportunities are available in India, out of India, anywhere. Just you have a proper interest in that and a proper talent you have to be pursuing, and after that you can make your life successful in pharmacy field. So this pharmacy field is as successful as medical field, just not MBBS or doctors are successful. Pharmacy field is also wide and lots of better opportunities. Who compares with the doctors, who compares with the medical field, or they are better than that if you have grow in a proper way, a suitable way. एका चांगल्या मार्गावरती चाललात, चांगल्या मार्काने पास झालात, चांगले कोर्सेस, चांगलं एज्युकेशन, चांगल्या युनिव्हर्सिटी मधून, चांगल्या इन्स्टिट्यूट मधून जर तुम्ही केलात तर तुम्हाला सक्सेसफुल होण्यापासून कोणीही वाचू शकत नाही. आणि याची स्वप्न तुम्ही बघायला चालू करा. जस्ट तुमचं मेडिकल फील्ड सुटलं म्हणजे सगळं गेलं आयुष्यातलं, असं नसतं किंवा असं नाहीये. यू कॅन मेक अ डिफरन्स इन फार्मसी फील्ड ऑल्सो. देर आर लॉट्स सायंटिस्ट मेडिकल फील्ड मधून नाहीये. सायंटिस्ट आर फ्रॉम फार्मसी फील्ड. सायंटिस्ट हे फार्मसी फील्ड मधून तयार होतात. अंडरस्टँड? सो नेव्हर लेट यू डाऊन. ड्रीम बिग and start your to make successful. Okay, so always dream big. And this is the end of our first chapter, history, development and career in pharmacy. And the notes, this presentation will be uploaded